Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about effective communication, principles, and barriers. So, children, effective communication takes place when both the parties, it means sender and receiver, are in a constructive way. Because effective communication is a two-way communication process where both parties exchange their messages. So, there are some principles of effective communication and barriers also. So, we will first study about the principles of effective communication. So, first is clarity, means our voice should be clear while we communicate. Second, the receiver should pay attention while we are in a communication process. Otherwise, the message will not be conveyed clearly. Consistency should be there, means we should have a planned objective. We should not talk about 3-4 things at one place. We must talk about a single thing. Adequacy means the information must be adequate in all respects. We should pass a clear information. Next is that the information must be conveyed in proper time. Means a time limit must be there while communicating. Otherwise, the message will lose its importance. We must also get the feedback while communicating, and that feedback is important to understand that whether the recipient has understood it, the message in a correct way or not. We must take care about the economy of the message also, whether the communication is cheaper or cost optimized or not. There are some 7 keys of effective communication, like you should have a control over your body language, pace, tone, etc. while communicating. Communicate in a conversational tone. Don't lecture. Don't become angry and over emotional while communicating. If you are talking in a chit chat manner, the other person will understand. While speaking, the speaker should have a confidence, otherwise, the listener will not understand. Competent means while you are speaking, observe your listener also and try to find out whether he is interested in whatever you are speaking or not, and accordingly make changes. While speaking, you should be calm, you should not be agitated, and use rhythmic gestures. There is nothing like you have to catch a train and run fast. Be clear while speaking and don't let people guess your meaning. And you should be specific, means concise, to the point. There are some barriers in communication. So, first is your lingual factors. Means a person who speaks Spanish, if he comes to India, definitely he will not be able to speak properly or communicate properly in a Hindi speaking area. That barrier is there. Then environmental factors, means physical distractions are there. Suppose you are standing in a very stormy area and trying to talk, definitely you will not be able to talk. So this environmental barrier is there. Past experience, like suppose a person has a bad experience while running a race, and if the speaker is talking about running a race, so definitely he will not take interest because he had a bad experience about that. Cultural influence, sometimes culture hinders us from communicating properly. Like in North America, it is okay to touch the children's head, while in Asia, it is considered bad. So we have to adjust according to the culture of that area. Prejudice means forming an opinion about a person without really knowing that person. So that prejudice is also there. So we should not form an opinion without actually knowing that person. Then we have feelings. So sometimes our feelings stop us from effective communication. Okay, means the listener should also be in a perfect mode. He should be happy. Otherwise, he will not listen. Some personal factors are there, like lack of confidence makes the communication difficult. So then there are some measures to overcome barriers of communication, like lingual factors, what we can use, photographs, drawings, diagrams, and so on. Okay, if the person is not able to understand the language. Then environmental factors, how we can overcome by, suppose if we are in a stormy place and we are trying to communicate, we should stop communication and wait for the storm to become calm. If barrier of past experience is there, so we should just encourage the person. And overcoming the barrier of cultural influence, we can overcome by understanding that culture and knowing the language, some common terms of that culture. Suppose we are going to Spain, so we should learn some common terms of that language, their people. We can overcome the prejudice by just first meeting that person and then forming an opinion. And barriers of feeling and or personal factors, we can communicate by patiently communicating to that person. So that's all, children, in this video. Thank you very much.